Artur. Thank you so much for joining us today for our
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Good to have you here. So I wanted to start by chatting to you about the Voluum platform. I wanted to see what you guys are doing in 2021, what sort of impacts you'll be making. We can chat a little bit about your features, and I'd like to start off by finding out what your role entails right now at Voluum.
Okay. So my name is Artur. I'm head of partnerships at Voluum. And what about my role? Basically, what I do is I'm talking with other companies to help our clients and help clients of the partners. So I'm taking care of partnerships in general. That means let's say Volume as a tracker, it won't get you anywhere unless you have something to track or something to promote, right? So in this case, like for example, taking Adcash as an example, we can say that client of Adcash can be our clients and the other way around. So this is like a let's say commercial perspective of my role. It's also a bit of technical. So I'm taking care of like integrations or at least starting the integrations. So yeah, this is what my role is about.
What kind of clients do you deal with? Is it mainly online advertisers, or do you have a wider range of clients?
Do you mean like me personally or as Volume?
As Volume.
As Volume, of course. Well, Volume is very, very powerful ad tracker. So we deal with quite wide range of clients. It can be like a simple affiliate who is promoting offers from affiliate network. Means he doesn't have his own products. Actually, Volume was built by an affiliate for affiliates. But in the meantime, we have added plenty of features which made Volume very useful for other types of clients, which is like performance agencies or even in-house media buying teams. So somebody who already has the product and is promoting it, or somebody who's doing that for the client, like performance agency.
Got you. What are the pricing / subscription fees right now for Volume? If a person were to come online and start using your platform?
Yeah, so it's like a classic model of subscription as a service company. We have different tiers. Every tier comes at different price. First is like cheaper and more expensive. The higher you go, the more you have inside. That's pretty much how it works. Every single plan it comes with like two options: is either monthly or annual. If you pay annual, you pay upfront, and of course, it's like if you divide it by 12 months, it's cheaper for you, of course. And every single plan has different usage parameters, different features inside. So yeah, that's how it goes. The most let's say the most optimal plan right now, and the let's say top seller or of our best seller right now is called premium plan. Profit plan. And profit plan comes at $128 with the partner discount. And the partner discount is something I also deal with. And if you go, for example, to volume.com/Adcash, you will see that there is a permanent discount for all Adcash clients.
Oh, awesome. Can I ask you, with that 100 subscription, what are you getting when a person takes on that suite? Like, what are the sort of the attributes of that package?
So it's $128 with the partner discount, and you get a profit plan. This is like just like I said, like a bestseller. So what's inside? It's like 6 months of data retention. So if you track something today, it will be available for you for another 6 months. Let's say the whole report and stuff like that. You can always export it. Of course, you have like unlimited number of campaigns you can track. You have like basic automizer feature inside, which is pretty cool. So this is like automizer is a feature we introduced last year to basically take care of your campaigns. You can set up like rules and stuff like that, and the system will do the auto optimization for you. What's also inside, it's a feature called the rule-based paths. So this is very cool to use when you are targeting, for example, country which is like when there is more than one language inside. So let's say in the United States you have strong Spanish community. So you can set a rule where if the browser language is in Spanish, send the user to the Spanish landing page, right? If it's in English, you will send this user to the English landing page. So that's pretty much how it works. And also you get like a personal onboarding session with this plan as well, which is very useful for when you are starting.
Very cool. So speaking of which, if you're just starting out with the platform and you don't know anything about, Voluum and what its, what its capabilities are, how do you start as an online advertiser? Do you have any tips that you can share with us?
Well, when you are starting with Voluum, it's always cool to start with reading the documentation. At least let's say the basic documents, the basic articles about how to set things up, how to add a traffic source, how to configure postbacks and stuff like that. So this is very useful. Of course, we have our documentation is very robust and very extensive in terms of knowledge. So you can go like very basic way and read only, let's say, things which will be useful for the start, but also you can dive deep into every single feature to know everything. What's also very useful is the onboarding I told about when mentioning Profit Plan, because it comes for free and you'll have one-to-one call with one of our experts and they will tell you ask you what are you doing, what are your plans with Voluum, and explain how it can be done. One more thing which will be very useful, and I'm saying will be because it's not launched yet, but it will be soon. We are launching a project which will be called Voluum Academy. It basically is like set of courses, explain step by step what you need to do to get most from Voluum. Basically it will be learning how to start in affiliate marketing. So this is a new project and it will be introduced soon.
And is that entirely free? Does that come with the subscription to Voluum? Do you have access to it on the platform? Yeah.
Yes, it will be you don't have to be a Voluum client, but of course we will be showing everything how to set up in Voluum. So that might, if somebody, let's say, it's not very sure whether the affiliate marketing is for him, and he will take the course, he will get a certificate that he finished it, and he will get discount for Volume as well. So he will be kind of ready to go with affiliate marketing.
Very cool, very cool. So you said this knowledge base is launching in the next month, if I understood you correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say we are aiming at end of July right now.
Okay, great. Wow, cool. I'm gonna learn a few things. I'm gonna jump onto Volume.
Yeah, I will send you the link to Volume Academy. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So I want to pivot quickly into a subtopic here. There's been some changes recently to the iOS IDFA protocol on with regards to Apple. I wanted to find out what your thoughts on that are. If you could explain it a little bit to our audience, and how that's been affecting Volume, benefiting Volume.
Okay. Well, first we have to tell what the IDFA is and how it used to be. So IDFA stands for Apple Identifier for Advertisers. So this is unique per device, of course, unique per device ID, which identifies your iPhone. In this case. So it used to be widely open for marketers. So every single iPhone has this ID, and it was wide open. So what companies were doing were targeting, let's say, specific IDs. So they were matching my iPhone with my activity. And then in this case, when I will let's say, I don't know, checking this kind of shoes, they will be showing me this kind of shoes later on, right? So the changes about magic 3 letters, which is ATT. ATT stands for App Tracing Transparency. And with the launch of iOS 14.5, every app owner, in order to get this IDFA, which is crucial for them, will need to ask the user for permission. So you may already saw these kind of messages like on your iPhones with two options: allow or ask app not to track. So if the user will allow it, he will get the IDFA. If not, the IDFA will remain unknown to him.
How would you say this protocol change is going to affect the market, affect the apps market, and affect the advertising market in general?
Well, like it was widely discussed, and it's basically it's a blow to the advertising industry in general, because like IDFA is like a foundation of the advertising mobile advertising ecosystem, and the first reports were showing that only 4% of the users of iPhone users will click allow, and like a vast majority will click ask app not to track, of course. So that has changed actually, but so the opt-in rates are like higher than anticipated, which is good. But that of course like forced marketers, and is still forcing marketers to be more creative about presenting that prompt. And you like in marketing world, you always have to adapt. So we'll see how it goes. It's like a dynamic topic.
Facebook was very reliant on it for a long time. How do you think it will? Do you think it'll hinder their market? Do you think it'll become more difficult to advertise on Facebook?
Well, I'm sure that, let's say, a small war between Facebook and Apple will create a lot of books or maybe movies. Who knows? Well, despite all the fight, I think Facebook will be okay. Like especially in the long run, maybe their bottom line will be affected in the short term, but they will adapt like they always do. Maybe they will even the change in the long run will be beneficial for them. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Given what you know, do you have any strategies for small businesses to pivot around this new update and to continue to bring in good returns?
Well, yeah. So this is like we can call it like a sad part of the story, because like I think and like generally market predicts that the small businesses will suffer the most because of that change. Because let's say targeting the right client for them will be more expensive. It won't be that efficient. So they will let's say suffer. How do they pivot? Well, Mark Zuckerberg already said that they will be focusing more on small businesses and help them advertise within the Facebook ecosystem, within the Instagram ecosystem. So they like I said, adoption is the key word here. So once they all adopt, I'm sure they will find a way to get new clients.
Gotcha. And finally, on that note, what are your as in Voluum's responses to these changes? Has it impacted your suite at all, your platform?
Well, we haven't seen a lot of impact. It's important to say here, like we are tracking everything till, let's say, app install is done, if we are talking about mobile marketers. But we also have an integration with 𝙘𝙬, which is tracking everything which comes after the install of the app. And the way we adapted to these changes, like we expanded the integration with our partner, which is 𝙘𝙬. For those who don't know, 𝙘𝙬 is a mobile attribution platform. So they are tracking whatever happens inside the app. If once I let's say install the game, if I'm buying any coins in this game or like premium features and stuff like that, and they cover around 75% of the total market share. And for them, IDFA change was like literally groundbreaking problem to solve, but I think they did splendid job in managing this situation. So what they have is they launch a framework which is called Aggregated Advanced Privacy, and basically it's like a model based on probabilistic modeling, which is attributing conversions to the right campaign. While in mobile attribution, IDFA is the key. In trackers, meaning for us, the key thing is the click ID. So while they are figuring out which campaign the conversion come from, we still had a challenge how to attribute that particular conversion with our campaign. And what we did is like our integration, like the key element of the integration is that we are able to bind the conversion coming from 𝙘𝙬 to the campaign in Voluum without the click ID, so without the key element.
Oh wow. That's very, very cool. When was that partnership, that affiliation launched?
Yeah, just like this week, literally this week.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a big project for us. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm sure that's going to be really, really great for your client base.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. On that note, online marketers, how do you see them engaging with consumers moving forward as we move through 2021 into 2022? Are there any trends that you're aware of?
Trends. Key thing is adapting to the market changes. Of course, like there was a lot of discussions, a lot of people like fighting with each other. The game companies, so like game developers were suing Apple and stuff like that. But I think, but we'll see what happens. There are rumors that Apple would be entering the advertising game. There were news that they are like recruiting people from like very high ranking people from the advertising space. So it's still a dynamic topic, I would say.
Amazing. I have no further questions. I have to say that was the quickest interview we've ever done. So good job. I wanted to ask you if you've got any final thoughts, basically anything that you want to say to our audience, any questions you want to pose?
Well, we have a few features inside Voluum which are like key for mobile marketers. We are integrated with digital element database, which is showing you the right, like always, like if the traffic comes from specific iOS versions, so it's important for them to track. We also have a feature called anti-fraud kit, which is like showing you whether the traffic comes, which is flowing through your campaign, is kind of suspicious or not, because we still have to remember that there's a lot of mobile fraud in this world. What tips I would say, you can like, I was like saying this all the time, but adoption is the key here. But always check for updates like newsletter, what's new, what's hot, and what's going on in the market and what's going on in the world. So like, for example, with the Euro 2020, which has just ended, or Summer Olympics, which are just about to start, like all the betting campaigns are on fire. People like, always like that during sport competitions. And you can always check our blog. You can always check Adcash blog. There are cool resources out there. And don't forget to check volume.com/Adcash for best deals and discounts for on Volume plans.
Amazing. Sick. Thank you for your time. Really, really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to your day.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hope you have a great one and chat to you soon.
Speak soon. Thank you. Thank you for having me.